Hello everyone, TotalThomasMan here, and today's video is going to be a little different. Today, I'm going to tell you why I think Season 3 is the best Thomas and Friends season. But first, please hit that subscribe button, as it really helps me out a ton. There are many reasons why I love Season 3. I love the beautiful and memorable sets, such as How and Croca, Tidmouth Beach, and the Three-Way Road, just to name a few. It could be because of the iconic episodes like James Goes Buzz Buzz, Thomas, Percy and the Dragon, and Trust Thomas. Season 3 also saw the introductions of the singalong songs, which have become a major part of the series since. Season 3 saw the introduction of Mavis, Oliver, and Bulgy. Bulgy only had 2 episodes in the classic series. We're definitely not counting his 2 episodes in Season 21 and 22, made purposely to please the older fans before disaster struck. Yes, I'm talking about Blubber. Mavis went on to be a prominent supporting character in the Miller era, and Oliver would be forgotten and then have his Break Van Toad take several episodes with his name in the title. I mean, seriously, Toad is now more popular than Oliver. Sorry for getting off topic. This could be another video. Season 3 also saw the beginning of Michael Angelus's Thomas and Friends narrating career, which lasted from Season 3 to Season 16. This was also the first season to use all of George Carlin's narrations in the US, instead of a mix of him and Ringo Starr's. The simple answer is, Season 3 is the best Thomas and Friends season. But why? So now, we're going to take an in-depth look of why Season 3 is the best. Season 3 was the first season to use magazine stories written by Andrew Brenner and original stories by Britt Allcroft and David Midden. The Reverend W. Awdry was not happy about it. This sparked a feud between the TV show and the Awdry family. But I think it really worked to bring more stories to the series. As good as the Railway series was, and is, I love some of the Brenner stories, like Trust Thomas and Thomas, Percy and the Dragon. I mean, they're classics, you guys. And keep in mind, this season didn't just throw Thomas into every single episode. He was in most, but not every single one. The name of the show might have been Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, but that doesn't mean you have to put the little blue puffball in every episode. I mean, come on. And Friends. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. One of the primary reasons that the series wasn't all Railway series stories was because of the budget. You have to remember that Britt Allcroft put a mortgage on her own home to make the first season, which required more money to make the props and models because they had to start from scratch. We were lucky just to get Oliver, Mavis, Bulgy, and Toad. Although, I would have given the Flying Scotsman a model, not to mention City of Truro. The Thomas Wiki words this better than I can. It states, one of the primary reasons for diverging from the original books was that many of the stories not yet used features. Oh goodness. I can't read today. It's on the screen, so if you guys can't understand me, there you go. Let me start over. One of the primary reasons for diverging from the original books was that many of the stories not yet used featured large numbers of new characters, which would be expensive to produce. Another factor of not using more Railway series stories was they just wanted more stories about Thomas. I love these episodes, but there was a lot of Thomas. Here's every single episode where Thomas was the main character. Thomas Gets Bumped, Thomas, Percy and the Dragon, Thomas, Percy and the Mail Train, Trust Thomas, and Thomas and Percy's Mountain Adventure. That's just the ones where Thomas has a starring role. He's in almost every other episode except the ones on the Little Western, and I'm thankful for it. And honestly, there's just as many episodes that star Percy as there are with Thomas. You've got a Scarf for Percy, Percy's Promise, Thomas, Percy and the Dragon, Thomas, Percy and the Mail Train, which Thomas also stars in, Percy, James and the Fruitful Day, and Thomas and Percy's Mountain Adventure. That's a lot of Thomas and Percy. I get they're the favorite characters of most kids around the around America and Great Britain. But, I mean, come on. We want to see other characters like Boko. We don't get hardly anything with Boko. We get one Boko episode where he is the main focus. And even that, Bill and Ben are the main focus in them. It's not just Boko. And I love Boko. Boko's my favorite. We don't get a lot of Boko. Too bad. Now, I think every American Thomas fan will agree that one episode just didn't really make sense. Now, I usually prefer the American versions of episodes, like, on my channel. I always use the American narrations. But this one, I will always use the British version. If I do it, of course. I don't even know if I'll do this remake. And this would be Thomas and Percy's Mountain Adventure. I mean, it's crazy what British people think Americans are like. I mean, you'd think Blubber got it wrong enough. I mean, look at this. Look at that. That's not even really Texas. Okay? Americans, we aren't just all cowboys. Okay? Okay, British people watching this, we aren't all cowboys. We're people. We just aren't cowboys. America's a civilized nation. We aren't just all running around in the Wild West. Yeah. Bo's cool, though. I like Bo. Cool engine. Anyway, do the British people just think that Christmas doesn't exist in America? Or at that time, maybe Britt Alcroft and David Mitton didn't think Christmas existed in America. I don't know. They seriously think that we give gifts to each other at Thanksgiving? I mean, my grandparents and great-granddad, they usually give us $10 to $20 for Thanksgiving. But they didn't Christmas. On Thanksgiving, we're thankful for what we have, and we eat a lot of turkey. And sometimes ham, and you got the mashed potatoes and the green beans, and I'm starting to go off topic again. This isn't Thanksgiving, this is season 3. Thanksgiving is not the American version of Christmas. But that's probably my only complaint about season 3. And of course, that's only in the American version of the episode. Yeah, the British episode is completely fine. Like, there's nothing that doesn't make sense in there. I mean, it's Christmas. It's Christmas in there. My family usually decorates a few days before Thanksgiving, but, most people don't decorate until the 1st of December or so. So Christmas decorations for Thanksgiving, it's pretty much a common thing, but, why? Why? Oh, well. Now, I've just blabbed on about some things that didn't really make sense for this video. Like Thomas and Percy's Mountain Adventure. I could have left that one alone. But, so now why was this season the best season? Well, I already talked about a little of that in the beginning of this video, but we're not through yet. Some people think that season 3 is highly overrated. But what do I say to those people? In the words of Gordon James and Henry, disgraceful, disgusting, and despicable. If you don't believe me, maybe this will change your mind. Let's look at the season 3 beach set. It's so lovely, isn't it? And now let's look at a Blubber set. Just look at the Blubber set, you guys. There's just not as much going on. But this season 3 beach set is incredible. I mean, all the little details is what makes season 3 great. I guess now I'm just comparing season 3 with Blubber, but I'm gonna keep on doing it because it's fun. The staff of season 3 actually cared about Thomas and all the other engines. However, the Blubber staff absolutely did not. Ian McHugh certainly didn't care about the series, just pushing off 2 of the oldest engines and replacing them with engines without character. I mean, come on. You could just add 2 more berths to Tidmouth and use existing females characters that had some kind of flaws instead of perfect Nia and Rebecca who never mess up and everybody loves them. And the staff of season 3 made actual good and legit decisions. Instead of rebooting the show just because one kid said trains go places, but Thomas never goes anywhere. Well, Thomas never goes anywhere, but you could just take him, like you could take him on an adventure around the world for, like, the movie. That could have been it, and he comes home the next, the first episode of season 22, That could have worked. It's just so dumb. But season 3 in the classic series as a whole were 5,000 times better than Blubber. Sorry for losing my cool. I think I was having another Blubber breakdown. Oh, well, I guess Blubber was better than this. For real. Look at it. It's ugly. If there are any of you watching this that actually like this, what's wrong with you? You've made poor life choices. Okay? Well, this was a rabbit trail. This is supposed to be why season 3 is the best Thomas and Friends season. Not comparing season 3 to Blubber, but it works. It works, right? You guys are fine with it, right? Right. Alright. Well, wrapping up, if you're like me and love some good fun facts, here's some for you. Season 3 was the first series dubbed in Finnish. This was the first series to have slow motion effects, and the first series where Annie and Clarabelle speak. Right? Right. From this series on, characters would say "be quiet" instead of "shut up," presumably to make the show's language gentler, although "shut up" was just said in series 2. This was the first season to have episodes released on home video before their television broadcast in the UK. And in the US, this was the first season to not have a Christmas-themed season finale, which I already covered. It was not a Christmas, it was a Thanksgiving, which could have been Christmas. It doesn't usually snow on Thanksgiving, but then again, I live in the South, so what do I know? And for much of the season, Thomas appears to be much larger on the inside than in the first 2 seasons. While all the exterior scenes depict the shed with the usual 6 berths, there are 9 tracks seen in most interior views. Now, that's one flaw in season 3 that I forgot to mention. That was a bad set design. I guess they just wanted to incorporate more characters. According to the Thomas the Tank Engine Man, it costs £1.3 million to produce all 26 episodes, and now you see why they didn't want to make new models and use existing characters in the Railway series. The Flying Scotsman makes an obscured appearance once in this season. He is not fully shown until 24 years later, with the release of the special The Great Race. Now, before we end this video, you're probably wondering what my favorite Season 3 episode is, and that would be Heroes. This episode has the big clay pits rock slide, and it's just so exciting and entertaining. I think I was afraid of it as a kid, but nowadays I like it. I really like it. Season 3 has a lot of good episodes, though. Percy, James of the Fruitful Day, James Goes Buzz Buzz. Trust Thomas, Thomas, Percy, and the Dragon. There's a lot. There's just a lot. Well, now you know why Season 3 is the best Thomas and Friends season. At least I hope you do. It is perfectly fine to disagree with me, but overall, I think most people would say that this season is the best. So now I've got to say, thanks for watching, and goodbye.